RP in like another way in like the future ones?
Yeah, if there's another way that we can do it, I'd gladly do it for the next one at least. Like at least do like an EU West one or EU1 version, not through chat. Oh, you have to send it through support. Okay, that's fine. I can definitely PM it to individuals. If you guys add me on Skype, I'll be able to PM them to you, and we'll do a quiz for the next one.
Does does it work for already NA use code? Could you still submit those to support?
I doubt it. Yeah, or we
Because
can do PMs on Reddit. That works.
oh
But
yeah, it works too. Or Skype. You know, there's a lot of different ways, I guess. Have you added Charmander?
So, damn, good name.
That's such a beast.
all right, so this one's destroyed. The first one. It's going into my bowl of oatmeal. All right. Are we ready, everybody? Is it
Is it
serious?
serious, man?
Is it?
Yes, Shinsetsu. It's
Yep.
KSG Rift Talk. We're ready to go?
If y'all feel free, if y'all want to, you can add me as well. That's my Skype.
No, don't add Soki.
Yay! No.
Don't add Soki. He's
No.
a bad man. Bad
Sure.
Soki.
Before we continue, I just want to say I'm doing stuff for the community, which has nothing to do with the site, nothing like that. I'm actually working on my own project, which is going to be like Plants vs. Zombies, but in LOL form. So that's what I've been working on the downside the past few months. Just for those that are watching there, at least now. You would touch your soul? No?
Oh, I got Shinsetsu.
That's Snipes' job. That's Snipes.
All right, I got a couple more people. I think everybody in chat or everybody who's watching has probably added me on Skype now. All right, so let's get back in this. Going back to the show. Today we have Umashi, FYI Umashi, and we have Is It Serious? And we have our moderator KSG Soki and myself Usarn. Yeah, and a whole 19 viewers. Applaud ourselves. First episode. What? Don't reach for the stars. Anyways, so we have your most played champion as Kennen, and as we were talking about it before, the Doran's Blade build. And so let's go over like some of your most equipped items. We're gonna go with Rallies, Sork Shoes, Woda, Heztech, Abyssal, and Merc Treads, which I thought was pretty interesting to see on Kennen. Do you want to talk a little bit about how you play Kennen, what you like on Kennen, and what you think should be fixed?
Nothing has to be fixed about Kennen, but I like the poke harass game
Okay.
in the top lane, and I just like to initiate with Kennen because he's so good at it.
He
And
is really
sometimes
good
you
at
need to Mercury thread so you don't get slowed too much or stunned in the middle of your E.
Okay. Sounds before you even get to the middle of the initiation. Is that correct?
Yeah, but most of the time you just wait till your flash is up and you just flash in, E, R, done.
Sounds good. Do you see yourself getting Rabadons more often or Zonia's Hourglass?
Sonya's Hourglass. I just built Kennen tanky so we can survive in the upfront damage.
Okay, sounds good. And I see you like to build rallies a lot. That's something I actually love to do. Because once you get your ult proc on someone, or if you hit someone with a Shuriken or your E, it's pretty much good game from there. Like you have them locked down, and there's no way that they're gonna get away from you after that.
Yeah, it just really works. It just works really well on Kennen.
Definitely.
Like your Q and just your E when you go through people already, and then the stun and all that stuff. It's just self-explanatory that you take Rylite.
Yep, sounds great. And we have you at a 63.83 win percent. That is pretty substantial. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful win percentage. You really like playing Kennen a lot, it seems.
Yeah.
So when do you get Doran's Blade versus when do you not get Doran's Blade for your top lane?
Against Irelia, I built Doran's Blades, and against someone like Riven, I build a Doran's Shield, and against Darius, I build Doran's Blade. It just depends on if I know I need the health regen,
Right.
or if I need the health and damage.
Well, because I guess against Irelia and Darius, the true damage would just cut through your armor anyways. So the health is actually more beneficial, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, and we have your summoner spells taking Flash, Ignite, and Heal 8 times. So I really don't think that's too much to talk about. So
No, the heal was only if I played AD Cannon bottom or something.
Okay, sounds good. I love playing AD Kennen. It's so much fun. It's like stuns everywhere.
Yeah.
You just can't stop him. Like once you get, I don't know, I don't know what your build is, but mine consists of two Dorans, or excuse me, a Dorans, maybe, but usually a Wriggles, Infinity Edge, and Phantom Dancer. Phantom Dancer is
Yeah,
always
same.
first. It's like so good. You just stun everybody. No one gets away. I don't know.
I built Wriggles first on AD Kennen. After that, just Phantom Dancer and Infinity Edge.
Yep, definitely Wriggles first, and then the Zeal at least before I start building an Infinity Edge.
Yep.
So let's talk about Jax next. It's going to be a 65% win ratio, and we have obviously his most recent changes was the rework, and then during the Lulu patch, his health per level was increased, Counter Strike, Area of Effect increased, Grandmaster's Might gained a new active, which is beautiful. Just so much tankiness comes out of Jax now, and during the Ziggs patch, we have mana regen increased and a couple of bug fixes. And if I understand correctly, Umashi, you also play Jax top, is that correct?
A little. I'm 16 and 7 in ranked.
16 and 7 in ranked. Alright.
Yeah.
So you're 70%?
69.6.
69.6. Alright. So let's talk about each of your builds here for a second. I've got them side by side. Let me just fix that. So, is it serious? You take a couple Doran's Blades, Gunblade. Actually, your builds look almost identical, with the exception of the Triforce versus getting a Ginsu's. So let's talk about that for a second. Why would you get a Triforce instead of getting a Ginsu's on Jax? Is it serious?
Most of the time I build a Phage first, so you can get the slow proc off and you can just hit him so many times before he can retaliate.
Okay.
And a lot of things that Triforce has just adds up to Jax's damage, like the Sheen proc and the Steel and all the other stuff. And it gives him movement speed.
Okay. That's understandable. So why do you go with the Gunblade there, Umashi?
Generally when I play Jax, I'm against a team that has a lot of magic damage, and I like to build a lot of I want the attack damage for the damage, but I want the ability power for the magic resist and damage as well.
Right.
So and plus it has a slow on it, which is always lovely on Jax.
Nice. Yeah, I definitely love the slow about it. I jungle Jax a lot. It's probably what carried me out of Elo hell so quickly. I gained like an 80% win ratio as soon as I picked him up, and it was just remarkable. Brushing Hestech Gunblade into Ginsu's and Phage, just for a little bit of beefiness. So what is your build order usually? Is it serious on Jax top?
It depends on matchups. Sometimes I just rush a Bilge Shredder Cutlass, and sometimes I just go for a Phage.
Alright.
It depends on what I need against some enemies.
Alright. And so immediately after the Bilgewater, do you go for the Triforce, or do you go Gunblade?
No, most of the time I just finish the Gunblade then.
Okay, so Gunblade is usually your first item. Your first buildable item.
Like I said, it depends. It depends.
Alright, I'll take that for what it is. Umashi, how about yourself?
Well, my build on Jax, it's generally I go with the Gunblade first, and then I build a Rage Blade, and then I either build like a Guardian Angel or an Abyssal Scepter for whatever resistance I need. And I know that the Trinity Force is better than the Rage Blade, but I just have better, experience with the Rage Blade.
Yeah.
I don't really know what it is. So, but yeah, I just generally go with the hybrid build, but a little more physical than magical.
Okay. Sounds like a good idea.
Now, what enemies do you like to build this on, though?
Like what enemies do I like to build it against?
Yes.
Well, I generally play Jax against just annoying slow tops. Like if I'm against a Riven, I'll go with the whole Gunblade slow and all Dominator. But if I'm against the Kennen or something, I might go. I'll still go with the Gunblade, but I'll probably build a bit earlier magic resist. Like I'll go Gunblade, Merc Treads, and then maybe build the Negatron, and then go into like the Rage Blade, and then build an Abyssal.
Okay. So when do you usually look at getting magic resistance when you're facing Kennen top lane? Do you usually go for it as soon as possible, or do you usually put it off for a little while? And like at least for when she hits 6. Or he. I guess Kennen's a he.
Yeah. I generally don't need it too early. If you know how to stand behind your creeps and engage on him when he tries to harass you, you can generally just play it you can play it smart, and you don't really need the resistance early. But if you wait too long, eventually he can burst you down, so you don't want to like put it off forever.
All right.
Now, on the subject of Jax, I'm not quite sure if people actually read through the patch notes there, but they actually did nerf his Q quite a bit. I think it was his Q.
No, it was his W, I think.
Oh,
Yeah, his W got nerfed
yeah.
a substantial amount.
Yeah, it was
And-
like 60, 80 damage or something.
And so it's like if you felt like you went to at your 4 rank pre-nerf was equivalent to your 5 rank now. So that's like a huge portion cut off. Do you feel like that was a necessary nerf or what?
Yeah, it was pretty necessary. He was a pretty big powerhouse in top lane, and it was hard to
Yeah,
deal
once
with
he
him.
got to 6, he dominated like everyone.
Yeah, but even with the nerf, while it was a big nerf, he's still basically in the same place. He just can't dominate quite as hard.
The thing was with Jax, when he changed a lot, was because of his stun ratio. The stun radius was bigger, like 25 range bigger. And before if you input the stun, it didn't stun because she was out of range.
Hmm.
And now every time you stun, you just stun them.
I love the stun. I love the way it works. It's pretty OP.
Yeah.
Especially if you get pulled in by Blitz. It's absolutely beautiful. I love that. If you have your Counter Strike up for whatever reason and you're just baiting a Blitz pull, and you just get a 5-man stun, it's like, as Afro would say, it's the donkey whistle to get everybody going. Kind of
Yeah.
love that donkey whistle. All right. So we have Jax. Actually, I don't know. Do you want to do another giveaway here, Soki?
Sure. You want to
Alright.
pass that code on over? I'll try and see what I can think of.
Actually, I have a question.
Yeah.
And I don't think people are going to be able to get this very quickly, but let's go for it anyways. So you can either post it in chat, or you can actually no, don't post it in chat because there's no timestamps. So you have to
Actually, there are timestamps. You press a
Yeah.
little thing, you can show the timestamp.
stand by. Let me get this up. Show timestamps. OP. O fucking P. Alright, so I got timestamps now.
Snipes, I don't have code.
I have the
code.
I have the codes, bruh. I have the codes.
I know you swear to God that you love me, but still, I
Alright.
don't have code Snipes.
So here's the question.
Fake code, fake code.
Jax is whose drinking buddy? Jax is whose drinking buddy?
Olaf?
Nah.
Is it Jarvan?
Nope.
Tryndamere? It's Javi Tryndamere.
I got no. Oh, someone's got it.
Wait.
Bird Boy Dom was the first person to give it
What?
out.
Why did I? That's like the most
Craig
obvious
is-
thing in the world.
So Bird Boy Dom.
Of all the people who carry the drink with them, you know?
Yeah, right. It's a drinking question. Who carries a drink around with them?
I was thinking of Lala Demacia because there's a scene where they're drinking together. That's why.
Bird Boy Dom, what is your Skype name, and I'll message you the code.
Knives. I won't shush. What is
I gotta
Gragas?
find my keys again. What is Gragas?
You're so troll. Oh, he didn't say. It has to be like, what is?
Isn't it who is? Since it's a
Ow.
person?
Oh, that's right. Who is? That's
Dom
right.
Ford? Alright.
Fail.
You actually added me earlier today, so I'll message that to you. Here. Unscratched code.
So and we didn't play the music too. You have to have that.
I got
going on.
okay. If I play the Jeopardy music, then you gotta answer it like Jeopardy. But I didn't have the Jeopardy music, therefore it doesn't count. All right.
You can't have typos.
Yes, no
Yeah.
typos either.
Getting all technical.
I don't know who Grigus is.
Grace is a what? Joke. Oh.
No, Jarvis isn't much of a what, because you know what he is. Sexy beats.
All right. So just to make sure that it's Dom Ford, Alright.
Swimming Gragas, dude, and that scuba diving. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Let's get it. Scuba diving Gragas.
Alright. So here's the code. I've already given it out to Dom, and I will not be showing this one. Obviously, since he has to redeem it through customer support.
Obviously, you only actually had one code, and you're just putting.
Yes,
people-
you're
okay.
right. I only had one code. These 5 cards were just things I had stolen from GameStop because I'm a troll like that.
Just show.
Alright, so is it serious? As you said, you like the poke champions top lane. So you picked Vlad. You got a 65% win on him. What do you look for when you think that, oh, I should be playing Vladimir top lane? Is it just because, oh, well, I think he's fun, or do you think like, oh, well, he'll work in this specific team comp right now?
Most of the time I just pick him if we have a strong AP mid who has AoE abilities.
Alright. So you look
So
for
you
someone.
can just ult them and like if you have a Kennen mid, Kennen Vladamir, something like that.
Okay, so you look for someone with AoE, and you also look for someone who probably gets a Woda in their core item as well.
Yeah.
So since the Woda, I guess it was a Woda nerf, when they increased the cost, do you usually wait to get it, or do you still rush it?
No, I will wait to get it.
You'll
Like,
wait to get
I
it.
just built a revolver, and after that I built something else.
Okay, you'll usually wait until like you know that the team fight will break out to get it, correct? Where you know that
I want to finish a big item first before I finish Will of the Ancients.
So what do you usually look for after that? So you get your Woda, you usually go for a Rallies, or you think you go for your Death Cap after that?
Most of the time Rallies.
Okay.
To have some CC.
Alright. So you usually don't get your Death Cap until, let's say, like your 3rd or 4th item?
Yeah.
Okay, but
But I most of the time just build Vladimir the same as Kennen. Just tanky.
okay. Any specific reasons why? I mean, I know his passive obviously gives him health and his passive gives him health for AP and AP for health. Is there any other reason why you want to build him as tanky as possible? Sooner rather than later?
They will probably focus you, and if they focus you, you get away the pressure from your teammates. And if you're tanky, you can do that a lot with Ionian boots, and you can just pull, and then just follow up with other stuff.
All right. Sounds good. Alrighty. And the last one that you play a lot is Rumble, and I thought that was really interesting because Rumble is like really died, I think, on NA servers. I rarely see him played. I remember there was a while back where Dyrus loved playing Rumble top, and he hasn't been nerfed or buffed in a really long time. So like, what changed? What changed on NA? If anybody wants to shoot me an answer.
Well, we're talking about Rumbles, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I see Rumble on occasion, like Cruise the Bruiser and some other people like to play him, but I think the big issue is that Rumble is like, I think pretty much the only champion in the game where every single matchup is completely dependent on your skill versus enemy. He can win any lane, but he can also lose any lane. So he's just so, you don't know what's going to happen. So people don't play him because he's not that safe.
Okay. So why do you feel that Rumble is a strong pick in EU West? Is it serious?
Because like no one plays Rumble, but most of the time, because Rumble is really strong once you reach level 5, level 6, and a lot of people still pick Vladimir top a lot, and Rumble just straight out counters him. So I just counter pick Rumble then, and just once you get to level 6, you can flat out kill him.
All right. Sounds
And
good.
he's still strong against some elite characters. But what Umashi said is correct, because most of the time Rumble can win a matchup real hard, or once he gets behind, he's like really far behind and he can't win.
Okay. So he's not a safe pick, and you really have to know
Yeah.
what you're doing. Okay. So he's not like an insta-lock win like people feel like Darius is or Jax is at this time. Or that's
Yeah.
why it seems
No.
to have fallen off. All right. I don't think we had any other questions except for someone asked, I often run Morgana top, and what do you think about it as a concept? So running your AP top.
Yeah, it's well, if you're gonna play an AP top, you want someone with escapes or mobility generally. That's why Kennen, Rumble, and Vladamir are, popular top laners. Like, I may play Lux top, but I built her tanky, so it's not exactly the same. God damn it,
So yeah,
Oh,
Morgana
I'm a-
does. So Morgana doesn't have any escapes, and that's one of the reasons why you don't see a lot of APs go top.
Exactly.
Is because
If her shield's down, she's just gonna die.
And the problem with Morgana is she pushes the wave automatically with her W. So
Right.
once she's overextended, yeah, the spell shield only lasts for 2 to 3 seconds or something.
yeah,
And you'll just burst through the spell shield before she's back to the turret.
right. So she's pretty screwed. So this goes into like why the meta is what it is because AP mids generally don't have that great of escapes, and that's why they go mid into the shortest lane where they can farm safely. And most of the time, when they do auto push each other, it's usually just going to be a couple seconds till the next wave comes back. In the meantime, they can go do something else. If they have movement speed quints, they can go gank other lanes, such like that. Or if they have decent movement speed, they can go gank other lanes, which is nice. Anybody have anything else that they'd like to add for any of the champions we recently discussed?
I want to answer this Lux question.
All right, go for it.
Alright, well, I actually do play Lux mid. I don't take AP runes on her. I take AD runes, and I get first blood every game at level 2. I've never not gotten first blood at level 2 when I play Lux mid. And basically, she's really good at ganking and sniping, but she's also really squishy. So, you gotta play it right, and you gotta play safe, you gotta stand in the back, and you can't exactly be as ballsy as you could with a champion like Brand or Annie or one of those other burst mages. But I really do enjoy playing Lux just because of her ultimate. Her ultimate's so fun.
All right. Sounds great. Do you guys want to take another quick break? Or continue on? Press?
Oh, this is totally.
I can continue on.
Okay. Go ahead,
Talking.
Sophie.
What?
You had a
Oh,
question?
this
or
is
something?
totally random, but I've been getting some PMs about this. Why doesn't Izitserious smile?
Smell? I don't know,
there
man.
you go. There you go. For
It's
those
like-
asking about
I'm
that.
just concentrating on the
No,
conversation, man.
it's just he's like Dutch or something. They obviously don't smile over there.
He's focused.
Nah, it's not
This
that.
is like this is me happy. This is me sad. And this is me when I'm playing games. like that or what?
Is it serious? Always business, it seems, with him.
Always business.
Always business.
Always.
Mm-hmm.
So we have another Wukong question from Equin. It's Wukong and best build if you know it. LOL.
Best build?
Yeah.
Wait, what was the first question before that?
It was Wukong. Or,
Yeah.
yeah, it was just best build on
Which
Wukong,
is-
I guess. Equin,
Oh.
if you want to answer more to that. Or if you want to get on the call and ask questions yourself, feel free to message me on Skype and I'll work that out.
Best build. I don't know. I gotta go with the Riven build. 4 Bloodthirsters and a Last Whisper. No, but seriously, I've always been a fan of going early Bloodthirster on Wukong. You got a lot of damage and sustain in lane, and then from there, depending on the game, you'll either build into like Warlock Atma, or maybe a Frozen Mouth if they have a lot of mobility, or you could build more damage and go Last Whisper, Guardian Angel just for the full-on beast mode. It really depends on the matchup, but I do like going the Last Whisper first. I mean, not Last Whisper first, that's retarded. The Bloodthirster first.
Alright. Cool beans. Cool beans. So, no break. We're going to press on. We've got just Umashi's top 4 or 5 played champions. Since we already covered Jax, I guess we can move on.
My top played champions are hilarious because
They
I don't
are
even,
hilarious. When I saw
don't even-
them,
I don't even play the number 1 and number 3 anymore.
what? Why did you tell me this? Wow.
No,
I'm,
no worries. It'll be fun. You should do number 2, number 3. Wait, no, sorry. Number 2, number 4, number 5, number 7,
Nope. Nope.
number
I'm
8, and yeah, and number
now
8. Yeah,
because I
that's
really
good.
I think you're trolling me now because you don't want me to reveal your secrets. Because I think these are honestly like I had never thought of some of this shit before. I was like, wow, these are good ideas. So I'm gonna go ahead and yes, it's E.
Wait, but after we
I
talk
said
about
beep.
after we talk about my solo top champions, let's talk about a Mumu.
Okay, let's do that then. That sounds great.
Alright.
Wait. There's a question that I would like to know very much. Why isn't Garen viable?
Why isn't
Ah.
Garen viable? Okay. If you put Garen top against Udyr, Tryndamere, Gangplank, Yorick, Pantheon, Riven, Shyvana, Volibear, Skarner, Warwick, or Talon, what will happen is he's going to charge you and silence you and spin on you, and you're going to auto attack him, and you're going to do more damage to him than he does to you.
So, who would you say that he can counter at the moment?
Jax and Yorick.
Okay.
Jax does fine against him now with his new
Well-
E.
Well, yeah, somewhat, but Garen can still beat Jax if you play it right. You just don't want to let him auto attack you too much post 6.
All right.
I see. Makes sense.
So Zerker
Yeah.
Goldorns was high seal.
I was like, because I haven't really seen him top that much. Not amongst the pros, not in the low elo, nothing like that. I just really haven't seen him.
Oh yeah, there's like a lot of champions that I really love. Like, I love Mordekaiser, Evelyn, and Garen, and I just haven't gotten to play them at all season 2, and it makes me so sad because they're just too many champions that outclass them now. And plus, Evelyn got nerfed to hell.
I see. Makes sense. But wouldn't you agree that he does a lot of early damage though with that spin compared to doing it like an auto attack every few often?
But Pantheon does it better.
Pantheon, I see. But he doesn't spin, and obviously you got to spin to win though.
You always max your spin, and you always gotta win. That's it, Garen. That's how you play League.
All right, but yeah, you can continue. There was a question though about AP or AD board.
It's actually.
Eight.
I don't know if
Yeah,
that's that bad of a question.
You gotta go with the, if you're gonna play Mordekaiser, first of all, no tank items. If you've gotta be man mode. You cannot build tank items on Mordekaiser.
So no
No.
rallies?
No Rylai's.
What? That
And
is insane. You can't just
no,
say that.
No Will of the Ancients either. You rush a Gunblade, you get like a ton of health potions, and you just straight up rush a Gunblade.
Oh, you're talking about 13 pots,
No,
Mordekaiser.
well, you don't have to go 13 pots. You can go boots. When you go back, you just buy more pots, and gotta build that Gunblade. After the Gunblade, you build a Death Cap, and then you build a Lichbane, and then after that, you build a Void Staff and another Gunblade. Yes, 2 Gunblades. And basically what happens is your Q deals 2,000 damage and you one-shot the enemy carry.
What?
Yeah, that's right. 2,000 damage.
Wait, say this again?
So Mishbane, a void staff, getting two.
You rush to Gunblade,
You rush a gunblade.
then you build Death Cap, Lichbane, Void Staff, and another Gunblade. And your Q will deal 2,000 damage on a squishy. Now, naturally, you get 2-shot by that squishy, but you can one-shot them if you get in melee range, so, you know.
So if
Oh,
you
yeah.
get lucky enough to get next to that carry, you can one-shot them.
Exactly.
But if you
And-
don't, if you get kited like a bitch, then you're screwed.
Well, actually,
Beep.
your E, Gunblade proc, and R plus Ignite can also kill a carry, so you can technically insta-kill 2 carries and get a Ghost if you're in the right position.
Alright.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
So you can always still use that guy to assist you too. Once you get that kill on him, you can just throw your ult and then burst them down, and then there you go. There goes the whole team fight turned around.
Yep, exactly.
That's quite insane. But how do you get close to that carry without getting killed if you're not tanky?
You buy an Oracle and you sit in a bush. You just sit in a bush all day.
I see.
What do you mean Baron's dead? I'll just wait in this bush. They'll go check Baron eventually. 5 minutes? Yeah, no problem.
I'll just wait around this blind spot. That's not bad.
You know, just not use his biggest feature, being able to farm, just sit in this bush.
Exactly.
Let's see.
All right. So your number 1 played champion is freaking Volibear.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
What?
that's what I pulled up. That's what I pulled up last
it's
week.
not Volibear.
That's what I pulled up when I pulled up all these stats earlier in the week. It was Volibear.
No, Volibear's number 4.
Is it? Maybe it was
Yeah.
the most interesting that I decided to pick.
My number 1 is Talon with a 96-50 ratio.
Oh wow. No, I definitely didn't pick up Talon. I didn't find it that interesting. I apologize.
You wanna know about Volibear?
Yes, I'm really curious about Volibear because he was great upon release, and then it's like nerf, nerf, nerf. Now you're unusable. It's like we'll fix you with the Eve patch, and like I could never figure out a good build to go with him as playing Volibear.
Sunfire Wits End.
Sunfire Wits End.
Correct. You rush a Wits End and you build a Sunfire Cape and you win the game.
All right, so let's talk about this build a little bit more, like in order. I'm gonna say you start off with boost 3 pots.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, as I've already said, go Ghost Ignite, 021-9, and Movement Speed Cleanse with 80 reds, and standard armor and magic resist.
Mm.
I start with boots and 3 pots, and if I'm against a strong AD champion, I'll rush a Sunfire Cape, and generally Merc Treads. And if I'm against a AP champion, I'll generally rush a Wits End, and then after that, I'll generally build the other, so Sunfire Cape or Wits End.
Okay.
And then like items like Guardian Angel, or sometimes I go more damage, like I'll go with an Ionic Spark for more damage, or sometimes I'm just in a really good mood and I'll just build a Bloodthirster. That's always fun.
So where do you throw a Heart
Now-
of Gold into this build?
If I'm in a bad lane, or if I'm actually, I generally don't build Heart of Gold top lane, but if I'm jungling Volibear, I do build Heart of Gold.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah,
And you also get the Philo as well for
Yeah,
Double Bear.
correct. I go double GP10.
Okay. Sweet.
Now, what are you building against certain opponents though?
Uh,
Like, because
What?
yeah, you can have your like build and such, but you always change it up against certain type of champs, like the.
yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
If I'm against AD, Sunfire Cape. If I'm against AD, Wits End. Pretty faithful, man. Volibear's fun. Volibear is all about timing. Like, if you're against Vladamir or something, it's all about having the right time to go in and engage on him. He doesn't pull away and stuff. If I'm against Lee Sin, like, Volibear craps on Lee Sin. If I'm against the Lee Sin, all I really have to do is flip him when he tries to W, and he can't run from me anymore, and he dies. It's all about having good timing with your Q.
Is it serious? You have to say something because people think that you're muted.
Oh, no, I'm not, man.
Yeah, I've just been telling people that I muted you because you're quiet or because you won't smile.
He's
Okay.
busy trying to steal all my ideas.
Yeah, he's like taking notes. He's like, all right, 56.7 win percent. Don't have to buy Elo buff now. I got this shit.
Beep.
So do you like jungling the bear or do you take him top lane?
I prefer him top lane because if I'm gonna jungle, I'm just gonna play something like Nautilus, which does his job but better.
Right. Okay. Sounds fair enough. All right. So we already went over Jax. We do have Kale as one of your champions. Of someone we already partly covered Kale, but if you want to talk about it some more, we can do that.
I'll just say this. I've played Kale many times against professional teams. Like, I played Kale against JPack, and I played Kale against Epic Gamer, and every single time I play Kale in a competitive game, my team feeds horribly, and I take all the kills, and then we lose. Doesn't really mean anything. I just felt like saying that.
All right. So obviously Kale recently got some pretty significant buffs. The heal amount increase, movement speed increase, on a divine blessing of course, and then Talon patch was a long time ago, so we won't really talk about that. If we want to talk about your summoners right now, we have Ghost Ignite. Do you take that primarily just to finish off champions, or do you take that against certain champions?
Well, I'm sorry, my cat was slamming on my door. What did you just say?
Let's talk about your summoners for a second. Looks like you take Ghost and Ignite, or probably Ignite Flash for top lane. Is that just to finish off people in a jam, or do you take that against a specific set of champions?
I'm too lazy to change my summoners, so I just run Ghost Ignite every game.
Every game, no matter what?
Every game.
Pretty much, like, on my Smurf, I play AD carries a lot on my Smurf, because I suck at them, so I can't play them on my main. But, yeah, I run Ghost Ignite on my Smurf on AD carries even, just because I'm too lazy to change my summoners before every game.
Sounds
it's just
legit.
easy.
Sounds legit.
Yeah.
I feel like I feel like taking Ignite bot lane is always like sort of like cheating, because it's so much damage. If you run like an aggressive bot lane, there's no way that you're not gonna get first blood down there. Like if you run Alistar or Blitz, or even Kale, like you guys will get first blood down there, easy peasy. That's just what I feel if you have Ignite.
Yeah, when my goal, with, no matter what I'm doing, is to get first blood at level 2. That's why I run AD. That's why when I have to play AP mid, I run AD runes and take something with CC, because you could easily get first blood at level 2. If I'm playing AD carry, I play Ezreal, first blood at level 2, no problem.
Yeah.
If you can get first blood at level 2, it's just so much easier to carry. And Ignite definitely helps with that.
All right. Sounds good. So what about all right, so we'll just skip that then. What about Pantheon as your final? I thought that was interesting, because I thought Pantheon was really weak late game, but
He is. He's crap late game. He can't do anything.
so
You got-
what do you do to try to prevent that as much as possible?
Snowball early game.
Well, yeah, early game, you want to build 3 Doran's Blades and a Brutalizer. Just full out damage.
Okay.
And then after that, you build more tanky. You'll build a Warmog, and you'll build an Atma, and then I like Maw. You get steady amount of damage and resistances, along with like 3k health.
Okay.
And so you start out just going full damage, and then you build more of a tank, because you don't deal any damage late game anyway.
All right. Sounds
But
good.
the trick to Pantheon really is you gotta snowball at the other lanes. It's not about winning your lane. I can win my lane as 100 champions, and it doesn't matter. You gotta win other lanes, and that's what Pantheon's good at in solo queue. The second I hit level 6, I generally go back to base, run bot lane, ult bot, and pick up a double kill. And every time my ultimate is up, I'll just go bot lane and pick up some kills, and that's how I generally snowball my way to victory.
That sounds pretty legit. I mean, that sounds like. So what if you run into the problem where your bot lane is absolute dumb shit?
Oh, doesn't matter. If you're level 6, the second you hit level 6, the enemy Sona is still level 4, and you can kill her instantly, literally. If you land your ult on her, and you hit Q and you hit W, she will die. You don't even need to press E.
All right. Seems legit then. If you can time that properly. So what do you run on Pantheon? You run 921 or 21 or 21-9?
But I actually run 2190 on Pantheon, and I take, actually this is one of the few champions I take Flash on.
You take Flash on Pantheon.
I take Flash on
The
Pantheon.
Flash jump is too strong. The Flash stun, I mean.
Yeah, you should ask me about Yorick, though.
Yorick? What about
everyone? Everyone needs to know about my Yorick build.
what is up with this Yorick build?
Okay. I hate Mana Moon as an item. It's the worst item in the game.
Why?
So I refuse to build it on Yorick.
It's like 80 AD, isn't it? I mean, it's such a small amount of
Doesn't
damage.
matter. It forces, even if it gives you good damage and unlimited mana, it forces you to follow a specific build, and it forces you to rush a tier no matter what, which just sucks completely. So a couple of weeks ago, maybe a couple months ago now, I made a goal to find a build for Yorick where I didn't have to ever build a Mana Moon.
Okay.
So I discovered this genius build where I rush a where if I'm against AD top, I'll rush well, I start with boots naturally, and I take movement speed quints and O21-9 just like everybody else,
Right.
and Ghost Ignite, and I start with boots, and I go back when I have 650 gold, and I buy boots of swiftness.
Okay.
I'll just let that sink in for a second. Now, after that, I'll buy. Generally, I'm against an AD, so I'll buy a Glacial Shroud for the mana and the cooldown reduction, and then I'll get myself a Sheen, and I'll build into a Trinity Force. But then my build gets weird. I build an Abyssal Scepter and a Will of the Ancients.
Huh.
And basically what happens is, mainly whenever I play this build with actual team, I generally end up getting like a 1v5 situation and winning. Because literally, you just cannot die with this build. You're too tanky and you have so much sustain, and it's just stupid. It's really fun.
Glacial Shroud, Abyssal Scepter, and a Woda.
Glacial Shroud, Trinity Force.
Trinity
Abyssal
Force.
Woda.
But this build is already costing. Alright, Woda is what?
Trust me, once you have this, you just need Glacial Shroud and Sheen, and you already deal a ton of damage. I rarely get to the Woda. The game's generally over before I even have the Abyssal.
Okay.
But once I have the Abyssal and the Woda, I just get stronger and stronger. I get like 200 AP, and my W deals a ridiculous amount of damage. It's just really fun.
You're gonna have to, I'm gonna send you a message after this show, and I'm gonna see if I can get some more details on this, because this sounds like it might be my way to get out of the 1200s, or excuse me, the 1300s now.
Saying your elo on stream is the worst thing you can do.
I've already gotten to Smurf past that elo, no problem.
I'm so sick of being in the 1300s for feeders, like Jungle Jacks. Why you no gank at 2 minutes?
Yeah, remind me after this broadcast to send you a link to my website.
Yes,
'cause
please.
It's not public yet, so I can't exactly post it here.
All right, sounds good.
Just to take a small break here, I do have a questions for the next RP card, just so y'all can get ready for that.
All right, I'm gonna go to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back, and then we can do the giveaway.
That's good. So, do y'all have any personal questions? Any questions randomly here? You know, we're taking a break, so whatever you guys want to ask, feel free to answer. Once my chat decides to load, that is. It wouldn't let me type, so I had to refresh like 3 times. Now it's good to go for the 4th. You guys can also send me a PM on Tumblr there as well.
I have a
Always check
question for
that.
you, Soki.
Alright, what's up?
How do you do with the ladies?
I do with the ladies. Why do you say that?
How do you do with the ladies?
Not bad, I guess. I don't know.
Who's
Why
the lucky
exactly
lady?
saying that? Huh?
Want to go out?
Want to go out? Well, if you did check that thing I put, you gotta look right here, right there, right there.
Damn
Sorry, bro. Heather says it's sexy.
what champ does Umashi is?
Huh?
That's a fantastic question. I don't know. I use whatever's in the shower, and it always works.
Always works. I see. I see. Well, you know, if you watch Donkey video on how to get all the girls, that's how I get them. You guys want to know the secret? You have to look for Donkey's video on how to get girls on leagues. It
Oh, yeah.
works.
It does.
100% of the time. It does.
You have to headbutt them all the time. Just headbutt them in the walls, and they'll all love you.
You have to show them who the real man is. You know, you got to show the attention too, but not too much. Not too much. So that's how it works. Now, do you see a deedology here? Time. That is strawberry. If I had a picture, if I could put it up right now, if I had a physical picture, I would. He looks like an Australian Justin Bieber. That's why he's making fun of me right now.
No, he is an Australian Justin Bieber. I fixed that for you.
Because he says, I'm the Mexican Justin Bieber. Just to put a background story there, that's why he's saying Justin Bieber, so he's not called out on that.
I feel like Is It Serious is like just left out of this conversation.
I know.
I think it's because
What is
I
that?
trolled his name at the beginning of the show that he's like, fuck this guy, I'm never coming back. Screw
No, but
this man.
He's smiling more now. He's obviously having fun.
Okay, so for that RP question here, what is brands No, what is the name of the person that Bran is currently controlling? If you ever read his lore, it's his real name's not Bran, the physical person there.
Jason, I think. I'm just gonna go with Jason.
Habluba.
Not even close.
Damn. I really felt it.
It's actually, I would say it's an American name, but I could be wrong.
American. But you could be wrong.
I could be wrong.
Hitachi.
I have the name right in front of me, and Shinsetsu is correct. It is Kagan.
How is it American?
Is it,
I've actually seen some people here that are Kagan. They're usually white, and no, it's not Obama. So Shinsetsu does win that one there.
no, I'm pretty sure it's Obama. I'd give it to him just for being honest.
Are you trying to be racist because
Brood
Brandon
Boy
Burns, or
Dom already
what?
won.
Yeah, because Brand's black. That's the only reason.
Oh wait, hold on. No, I didn't get
So
any
his
messages
full
in this guy.
name.
Just like
Full-
how. No, go ahead. Go
So
ahead.
his full name is Kagan Rhodey, who came upon this thing in the lore, and he came upon this cave, and Bran, long story short, Bran took him over, so he's controlling his body at the moment.
Do you know Hecarim is also black? Or should I say Hecarim?
Hecarim, he's
Someone
dead!
actually- Yeah, someone actually asked about Hecarim, or Hecarim. Whatever happened? Oh yeah, we talked about that. Never mind. The five
Yeah.
Phantom Dancers, too strong.
Yeah, five
Alright.
Adam Dancers.
Shinsensu, here's your thingamajig. I'm gonna scratch it off, and I'll send you the code via Skype. Oh, you're actually offline.
Why do you put it there?
'Cause
Why
it's
do you put it there?
to prove that it's not scratched
Oh.
yet.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you were putting the code up. I was about to say. Because Snipes,
Yes,
Snipes would be like,
yes. Shinsensu, reach for your card, buddy. Here you go.
it's because I can see that without a delay, so that's why I'm saying. Because Snipes is like, send me a code now. So
Oh. Snipes gets no code. Yes,
Like,
you are
not
online.
typing,
I'll send you the
not
code,
typing.
buddy. Give me a second. I feel like we didn't get a lot of callers in, so I want to take this time to since that was pretty much the end of our topics that I wanted to go over. If anybody wants to join the discussion, feel free to add me on Skype. We do have 2 more cards we can give away for participants. So if you want to join the discussion and ask some questions to these wonderful players as they came on to the first show, I'd really
good
appreciate
question.
it.
Hey, we never discussed Amumu.
Yes, we never discussed a Mumu. Who wants to come on and talk about a Mumu? I wish we could get a Zingy.
Actually, that's kind of why I want to talk about Amumu. Actually, I think it was, 2 days ago, I joined a ranked game, and I pick Amumu, and I ask Zingy for his build, and then I carry the game. No problem.
Zingy's build, I've played it a couple of times, and it is it's flawless.
It-
There's no way to
it's-
lose with it.
It's true. Yesterday, I was playing Amumu, and I managed to actually get a death cap. The game went on long enough for me to get a death cap.
That's insane.
I had 400 AP. The enemy Morgana was the most fed enemy. So they're in their base. We're pushing up against their middle turret, and the Amumu's standing. The Morgana's standing there, and she doesn't have her shield up. So I hook her over, a blind hook her over the wall, and I instantly pop my ult, pop my E, pop my W, and she explodes instantly from the damage. It was hilarious. Mumu damage too strong.
Is it serious? Come on, why are you being so quiet? We've already mentioned
Yeah.
this like three to six times. Come on.
I have nothing to
Yeah.
tell.
Do you play Mumu top?
Nope.
Damn.
Do you feel too threatened by Umashi or what?
No.
You intimidated, bro?
He's 2.2. He's got nothing to be intimidated about.
but I've been 2.3.
Oh, but that's your top ELO, though. You're just a scrub now. Since Volibear got nerf batted. No, but a Zingy build. So did you try it in the jungle or did you try it top lane?
Oh no, I do it in the jungle.
Okay.
I've done it top lane, but I mostly do it in the jungle. And actually, Zinky changed his build. I use his old build.
What's his
The
old build?
It's the one you probably know. It's the triple Doran into Sunfire. But he changed his build. He gets double Doran Philostone now.
He gets. Sorry, what was that? Double Dorans now?
He gets double thorns and then a Philostone instead of triple thorns now.
Hmm.
There's Charmander.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm adding Charmander to the
That
call.
is, that is, that is Akin. I think I'm pronouncing it right. From the chat there.
All right, let me switching scenes, so the stream
Akin?
may look mixed up for a second.
Seems like he has connected, but no talk.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
actually adding webcam.
Oh,
Oh snaps!
Like,
What-
nudes.
Damn, what a bro.
Nudes or GTFO?
Yeah,
Oh,
seriously.
man.
It's not sending it, so.
Oh, man,
I
he's
can't get
beautiful.
started.
Hold on, I gotta get you a new whatchamacallit, new screen
Your
region.
hair is fine. You can't beat mine, so it's okay.
Oh, you're just out of frame. You gotta.
That's like the most compliment I get. And when I walk around, I'm being serious with this. I don't go out much, but when I go to the mall, people ask, "What do I put in my hair?" I tell them absolutely nothing.
Oh, God.
I wake up like this. I'm being
I don't
serious.
I don't really go outside, so.
Yeah, it's like that's the most sunlight I see is right through those blankets.
Oh goodness!
If
Everybody got mixed up. Oh God! Oh goodness! What is going on?
um,
There we go. All right.
You use Umashi shampoo? Umashi, can I use your shampoo? They said that in chat.
Yeah, but I don't know what it is, so you're just gonna have to go test random brands.
who has like the best like skin or like new skins? Apart from
Skins?
Teemos. Yeah.
All the Teemo skins.
Oh my goodness!
No, yeah, I don't really buy skins. I like Bruce Lee Sin. That's a nice skin, but I don't really get many skins because yeah, it's too much money.
Apparently there was a Ari skin. Or, is that
Oh,
okay?
The new skins?
Yeah.
Oh, the like Foxfire Ari and there's some like is brand skin or something.
Yeah.
I haven't seen them, but yeah, I don't know. I don't play Ari or Brand.
Yeah.
I like
And
the
then-
what is it? Unenchanted Ribbon? Or God, what is it? The one with the hoodie.
Oh,
Yeah, I think that's
I
sometimes.
have seen the Zera skin. The Zera skin looks nice.
It does.
It's like everything's on fire this patch. That's how you know the
Yeah.
new champion's gonna be flaming.
Oh,
Um,
and then is it serious? I heard that you don't buy the Teemo skins because they all smile.
No man.
That is that true or no?
Not true.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
so you own them all? Damn, lucky.
Well, Mundo says I saw this in a comic once where it was customer support saying that they accidentally bought an additional Teemo skin, or and he's calling into Mundo, I believe, and Mundo says, "Okay, I'll refund all your RP and buy all the Mundo skins instead." Do you think you should do that?
Mundo isn't cute enough.
How come? I don't really like any of the shows skins apart from the second last one. They're all kind of normal.
Yeah. None of the skins this patch really do stand out, but yeah, they're all pretty boring. But they're going on a theme, which
Yeah.
is weird. Maybe
They're
that's
not-
maybe that's the 100 champion surprise. It's not actually the champion. They're just screw it. We're just gonna give a bunch of fire skins.
Um,
And
it's
something
really-
someone said that it had to do with the new map that was coming or something, or they
Oh.
wanted to do
Oh, yeah.
something with
Oh,
some of the
Supremacy?
Yeah, they have that era map coming out where they're like combining just one lane and then giving it a bunch of the Dominion stuff. That's gonna be fun.
Well,
The
it's
ARAM?
because what they did is that they took the tutorial map and it wasn't like people asked why didn't you just use the map? Why didn't you use the map? Well, they didn't have the coding for it. Well, Riot had a thing where they can actually, I think, I forgot what it was called, but
The
they
developers can do what
Yeah.
they could do what they
Yeah.
wanted, and whatever like was the best was going to happen or whatever, something like
And
that.
so they all banded together and they decided to code the map specifically for that. Now I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like a mix between like an ARAM and like an ARAB. So it's not slow like an ARAM, but it's not so quick like an ARAB.
It's
guess.
got the whole extra gold and level up over time thing advantage that the Arabs have,
Which was
but
fun.
but it's also like, and they also added like, they changed the items around a bit. It has both. It has like Arab items too, and it also has like the health spots that Arab has that makes Arab fun. But it's also, you know, it's got towers and stuff like an Arab. They're combining the best of both worlds.
That's true. There's a serious good question here. I'll just get a little side topic there. About when organizing bans, who do you like to ban? How do you balance
Shaco.
top hats and team bans?
Shaco, 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 Shaco,
Why?
Shaco.
I'm with him. Shaco every day.
Always Shaco.
But,
He's
when-
too good of a unless I'm blue team. He's always too good of a pub stomper. Like people don't play against him.
He doesn't
Yeah.
get played much on EUS though.
He doesn't get played as much.
Yeah, EOS is kind of dull for
There's
Rumble and
better than us.
Do people know how to play Shaco properly in the US? Like, is he
It-
just not big of a threat because no one
Here's
plays
the
him?
thing.
it's kind of just push.
Europeans are actually smart, so they don't feed Shaco. Americans, we're just like, screw it, feed the Shaco. Yeah.
Yeah, if he doesn't snowball, he's pretty much trash, or he'd take his blue or something like that.
But regarding bans, I don't actually know who I ban. I generally like join a ranked game, and if I'm first pick, I'm just like, ah, crap. Because I'll generally just ban Shaco, Shen, and Evelyn. But yeah, I don't know who to ban. There's no way that really stands out to me as bannable besides Shaco, and I only ban Shen because my team always. Yeah, I only ban stuff that my team feeds. Like, if we're playing in a competitive game, I'll ban whatever I really hate. Like, if we were playing against, like, we were playing against some team that has a really, it wasn't Epic Gamer, but it was some team that, where their solo top played, like, nothing but Riven. It wasn't Wings, it was somebody else, but, I just don't like Riven in general, so we banned her, but it's not really, like, necessary. There's nobody really hate enough to poke target man.
So, do you generally go what like your team comp is based off of, like trying to ban the Janna so they don't push away your Kennen and things like that?
In team games maybe, but most of the time, or in solo queue I ban Jax, Nautilus, and one random champion.
Like,
But in team
Nautilus,
play
yeah.
it just depends on.
Nautilus is really
Composition.
strong. That passive. Oh
Yeah,
my goodness.
No, how did Riot invent someone with 4 CC?
I know, I got best champion in the game.
4 damage dealing CCs. Or is
All they-
too cool.
no.
Yes,
all they-
base damage is good too. That's like, what the
They
fuck?
need to change it around a bit. They need to make his E a knock-up instead and make his W slow on every auto attack. 5 CC. Do it.
Most banned champion ever.
With an AoE, with 2 AoE knockups, that'd be so fun.
Like a friend of mine just never jungles, and he had to jungle. So it was like, whoa, dude, who do I have to pick? So I was like, yeah, pick Nautilus. Like he failed for the first 8 minutes or something. Like he didn't gank, he didn't know how to gank. And then like a few minutes later, he was just like 13-5 or some shit, and he was carrying the game with Nautilus, just pressing R, Q, E, W.
It's too
Game one.
easy. It's too easy.
I had a game as Nautilus where my team refused to leash for me, and the enemy team invaded my jungle. So I just went ahead and went to race without any help, got red buff and all that stuff, and I ended up carrying the game.
Is
My team-
Jungle
Daddy.
Alistair
Oh man, that easy.
not good?
What Jungle Alistair?
Is he good? Or
Nautilus does everything Jungle Alistair does better, except for Jungle Alistair has better map control. It's harder to counter Jungle Alistair. He has he's like good speed, and he can counter jungle. Nautilus can't counter jungle very well, but Alistair can counter jungle very effectively, and he can counter jungle fast. Like I've seen Alistair versus like Jungle Warwick, or even like Alistair versus Jungle Shyvana and stuff, where the Alistair just goes into the